I'm Amari James from Little Rock, Arkansas. In Jonesboro, Arkansas right now, I'm a barber and I'm the CEO of Colossal Cuts Private Studio. So what a lot of people don't know about me is like, I'm not even a full-time barber. I have a student, I run track at Arkansas State, enrolled in grad school. I have a side hustle where I mount TVs for people as well as barbering. One thing that people can always expect from me is I'm gonna always be on time, I'm gonna be punctual, also a professional, and I'm gonna always be sanitary. In the barber industry, sanitation is very big and some people neglect that. And I will always make sure that I respect the sanitation of others, being that COVID is here now. And I always make sure I'm masked up and just make sure I disinfect my tools, my chair, my capes, stuff like that. So they know that this is a safe environment. So what made me choose barbering? As a kid, like 5 years old, I grew up in the barbershop at all times. I was what you call a broom boy, where they sweep up the stations and stuff like that. So it was something that I always grew up watching. And I knew that I wanted to do it at some point, I just didn't know how to execute it. And coming up here for college made me actually branch out and be like, look, I can start this by myself, and I have an all men's dorm that we can cut in, so why not start right now? And that's what made me choose it, and I ended up falling in love. So over time since I've started, it really has evolved in like a way that I never thought. So my first year cutting hair, I had my first celebrity client, which was Glenn Davis, Big Baby Davis. He used to play for the Boston Celtics. And from then on, I went to go work in shops during the summertime and the holidays. So I got a lot of shop experience at a very young age. And now that I'm in my own studio, I can just continue to move on, and I'm still trying to establish that celebrity clientele. So it's really just evolving in a way that I never would have imagined. My short-term goal, I want to get to the point to where I can offer different packages, like where I'm doing hot towel services and facials and stuff along those lines. My long-term goal, I want to have a studio where I have about 10 barbers. I want to have about 5 beauticians, nail techs, tattoo artists, as well as estheticians. So I can have that. And then my aspiration, I want to be a platform educator for barbering. I do this because when I first got here, I realized there was no actual upper echelon experience with barbering. And I just thought with myself, if I could just provide this service to men and women and just get them an experience, not just any regular haircut, that I would be successful in this business venture. And now I'm just to the point now where I just have people driving all over from like Little Rock and surrounding areas in Arkansas and states to book with me now. So that's why I do it now. So barbering brings out my charismatic personality. Also, I believe I'm more caring because each client can come in and we can have a one-on-one conversation. And you know, it's a place where the conversation won't leave the barbershop, and we can talk about anything from, you know, disappointments that we're having in life, and just being able to cut hair is therapeutic for me and as well as the client, because they're gonna know that when they leave, they're gonna be a better person, and when you look good, you feel good. So that's just one thing that it brings out of me. I can have that power to change somebody's life. If they're having a bad day, they'll have a good day when they leave, or just set off a good week. Blow away when customers come in and they'll just be like, hey, look, I just either got messed up somewhere else, or like, I've been looking for this style that I've been trying to get for a while, like, can you do it? And it's just like, yeah, like, and just to see the smile on their face at the end of the haircut is really what makes me happy, man. Okay. So me being a grad school student as well as doing this on the side, I have a very packed schedule. So the best way for people to get in contact with me or book me is to just go through my Instagram or my Facebook, where I have my booking website linked to it. And if not, I do squeeze-in appointments and after-hour appointments, so where you can just call my phone number that I have listed on there, and that'll be the best way to just contact me.